So guys, quick story time. I'm going to do it in Spanish because it's funny, and it's kind of like weird. It's never happened to us. So we're on a charter, right? And we get to our destination in the middle of nowhere. We actually got into a private airport, which is on the side of the regular airport. So this is for like celebrities or private jets that land, people that are famous or whatever. So we parked our plane there, and that's where we left it, right? There's a lot of jets literally parallel parked. And so you go into the private airport, and they have everything is so fancy. Like you go into the bathroom, and it's like they have mouthwash, toothbrush, dental floss. They have, that spray, the dry spray for your hair, dry shampoo. They have everything. And so, outside they had coffee, they had water, they had soda, they even have a fridge. You can help yourself to the fridge. Anyways, so we get there, right? And the captain is always in charge of the crew. So he is the one that calls the hotel and arranges for the transportation. So it was just me, the flight attendant, captain, and the first officer, right? We have a small jet. So we are waiting for the captain to arrange the transportation. So he comes back and says the hotel has no transportation, so we're going to get an Uber. So he orders the Uber, right? And they're waiting outside. So I went inside because it was kind of chilly out. And I was like, I'm just waiting, whatever, reading a magazine. They have magazines there too. And so the captain comes back and he says, I already got an Uber, should be 30 minutes. So anyways, the first officer came back inside and he sat, where I was sitting in the waiting area, and we were just talking. And he's like, oh, it's coming, the Uber's coming. So we go outside, and, the car turns the corner, and we're like, well, the first officer is like 6 feet tall. So he's like, am I going to fit in there? We're all going to fit? Because we had our luggage, right? I have 2 bags. We all have 2 bags. The first officer had another bag, an additional one, so he had 3 bags. Anyways, we're just like, well, I hope he doesn't have junk in his trunk so we can fit everything in there. And anyways, thankfully he had an empty trunk, right? So we take off. And I'm like, we're driving, and the road seems like, it's under construction. Like it seems like, a bumpy road. And we're just like, we didn't say nothing. We weren't talking, because normally when we're in a van to the hotel, like we talk, we plan dinner, we plan, the next day, whatever. So we're talking. And this time we were like quiet. So the guy that was driving, I didn't know he was talking to me.